Probably someone, first of all, who's interested in these issues that we're discussing, and second, someone who would be willing to participate in the types of activities.
Actually are themselves very much engaged in creative pursuits that that others around them may not even be aware of, because it may not be central to their work here, or it may be. And I think identifying those people and sort of bringing them on board if they're willing to be brought on board with the idea. But I think other creative catalysts are people who may or may not themselves be writing the great American novel, but are but believe in the idea.
To spread out what it is we think of as creativity, and making sure that we have people from all those different categories. Right. So.
I think I probably enjoy being creative most in teaching.
Okay.
Are active consumers of creativity. Look for it in others, celebrate it when they find it, are willing to spread the word, be evangelists, creative evangelists, if you will.
How do I come up with new methods of communicating things, and how do I come up with new methods of keeping the students interested?
Willing and able to do things that change the world around you.
Teaching creativity is defined by improvisation and by the unexpected.
Anytime someone is doing something very unusual, whether it's creativity or whatever, I think there's something is suspect about that. And so that can be both a constraint, but it also can be something that is that drives you.
Right.
And it drives me. It drives me to say, I'm going to get beyond that, and this is what I think is important, and kind of push that out there, regardless of if it's viewed as a mainstream type of effort or not.
It should be sort of out there for all. A lot of our students and faculty and staff are themselves engaged in creative activities that we don't even know about, or have creative impulses.
Big believer, for example, in engineering, of trying to foster engineering creativity through non-engineering activities.
To draw upon individuals in other departments where students could collaborate with that individual who has that type of creative expression that fits with their needs and their talents.
The great thing about the Creative Campus is it embraces that, welcomes everybody.
I think that the projects in engineering need to involve people outside of engineering on them as well, rather than just having engineering groups.
One of the things that intrigued me about the Creative Campus concept is that it seems to be completely open to people from multiple disciplines.
Finding new ways of doing things. Sometimes it can be to make things more efficient. That's my interest.
It's not doing something just because it's the way you've done it, which is a very hard thing to do.
Non-routine, encountering the non-routine means throwing any sort of hiccup in there that can, still help you on your plan toward accomplishing your goals, but that is something unexpected.
Sometimes to do things that force me out of my comfort zone, so to speak.
Well, I think there has to be this openness and availability for that creative expression for the students, for the faculty, and really for combined student-faculty expression. So I think you have to have an environment that one doesn't suppress that, and that is open to it, and then hopefully encourages it. And I think that's something through the Curb Center. There's not just allowing that, but certainly encouraging that.
As putting things together in unexpected or non-obvious ways or combination.
A lot of serendipitous creative encounters for people.
We're starting to build this buzz around the idea and the promise of a creative campus